what is exactly happening with elephants in India and especially in Assam and in the northeast side?
Okay. In Assam alone, what happens? Assam, the elephants are captured.
Okay.
They are
From the
domesticated. Yeah, wild. They are domesticated. But after some time, for female elephants, what they'll do, they will let them inside with a chain to roam about. So they'll get pregnant. And when they deliver, they bring them back and sell those babies or along with the mother, etc. This has been the tradition. So in this scenario, what's happening? Now Ambani, unwantedly or wantedly, he had generated so much of following now for this Vantara. The reasons are like he's trying to hide something, is what we know.
Okay.
So he is generated so much of publicity, now it's again going against him. Because internationally people are also watching that a single person who did such a
largest zoo, right?
Zoo, as he claims, and he had the largest wedding in the world, most celebrated, where an airport was created and people came and from the US and they landed there and enjoyed the party and went back. So there were a lot of questions raised and saying that, blaming them, and Haman was still trying to portray himself as the Gautama Buddha of animal welfare. Now, when it comes to this situation, when this cover was blown, these 33 elephants, how did this happen? So he gave a reason saying that these elephants were timber logging and they were used for timber logging and they were suffering. We have rescued them and taken to Vantara, Jamnagar. We have rescued them. This is the story he tried to give. Okay. So then I wrote in my Twitter page, my friend, timber logging stopped in India 30 years ago. These elephants, what happens, there are 2-3 different elephants. Wild elephant loading into the truck, you have to sedate them. Otherwise, they'll break the truck and jump off and go. Okay. You have to keep them sedated, that's the only way to move. Because they're not used to it, it's alien territory. Yeah. If it's a private elephant, there are elephants whom you show the truck, they'll get in automatically. And they don't have the fear. There are temple elephants, which came to in Tamil Nadu or probably from Assam or somewhere, some 72 hours journey, and they settled here for last 30 years, never seen a truck after that. Okay. So these elephants, you try to mount them in a truck, they will create havoc. So these 3 elephants from Kanchimat refused to get into the truck. And once they loaded into a truck, they refused to load. So this guy had to beat them up and poke them with the ankush. They started bleeding profusely. And the act what they were doing, they were saying, the Kanchi Sankramat was abusing these elephants. We are rescuing them and taking to a heaven on earth, which is Markanam. This is what the NGO claimed. So I got a shock. And what happens, they had actually conned the Mahout lady, Annapurni, her name is, that old Mahout's daughter. She and her mother was taking care of the elephant. And they sent her somewhere when they shifted the elephant. And I think she came to know that elephants are loaded and they're on their way, they're moving. She started screaming, calling out the name of Sandhya. Sandhya breaks the truck and jumps out. Oh. Falls from the truck, starts bleeding profusely, starts running back to the temple. That shook us. That video is still there on the net. That shook me and shook any animal activist. There's something wrong. What happens, and the elephant, when it standing in one place, it starts shaking his head. Yeah. Okay, they say it's extremely stressed. Then it will sway, it will move from move its body from standing in the same place, move one end to another. You see, it's so much of stress, it's not able to take it, that's why. You play good music, then also you'll do this. In fact, there are baby elephants are dancing literally for music. Okay. These elephants are underfed, they're not fed properly. Okay. So that they can remove their chains and keep them chain free. Okay. So that they can impress the foreigners to take more donations. This is a scam. Okay, this is the report which came out from the forest department. The judges straight away ruled it saying that these elephants should be taken out from this place, sent it back to forest department. So these elephants moved. This was the first success for me.
Still we have the 33 elephants.
Yes.
What happened to them?
The 33 elephants, that's what he said. I am taking them, yes, they are gone.
But it is highly difficult, no? Without convincing the government, without convincing
which government?
The concerned state government.
Which state government?
The 33 elephant, they took...
Reliance is the government.
Okay.
they are above the government. They are above the law. What government are you talking about? Who will question them? You show me one person, including Modi ji. Will he question Reliance?
He cannot try to own the entire wildlife of India, right?
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do.
So
and
crazy.
The craziest thing is, how can Modi ji allow this?
Hi Murli.
Hi. Welcome.
You have been actively involved in rescuing animals and especially elephant and things like that. You told me that 33 elephants were transported from Assam to Jamnagar,
Yes.
especially to Reliance Green. And that has become a very highly, sensational and controversial. What is exactly happening with elephants in India and especially in Assam and in the northeast side?
Okay. So far what we know since Anant Ambani's engagement till his wedding and whatever till date, he has been portraying himself as a rescue specialist.
Yeah.
He is here, he believes in Hinduism. So it's part of Hinduism that you have to protect your
Karma.
environment, etc. So good karma. So he is doing service to voiceless. So this is how he portrays himself, and the story continues.
Yeah.
So this is what he is portrayed, and so all these animals which he is taking in fact, these there were 33 elephants. I was told the previous day, saying that 33 elephants are going to move from Arunachal and Assam to Jamnagar tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. And once we came to know this, and
All these animals are private or wild or
these are
temple elephants?
they are not. See, the problem is that this is where the when I end the story, you will understand
Okay.
what the misconception even Anant Ambani, Vantara, and the animal rights have.
Okay.
In Assam alone, what happens? Assam, the elephants are captured.
Okay.
They are
From the wild.
domesticated. Yeah, wild. They are domesticated. But after some time, for female elephants, what they'll do, they will let them inside with a chain to roam about. So
Okay.
they'll get pregnant. And when they deliver, they bring them back and sell those babies or along with the mother, etc. This has been the tradition.
Okay.
So they are not 100% domestic animals also. They can survive in the wild also.
Semi-domestic and semi-wild. Okay.
In South, we will maintain private elephants, temple elephants in a different way by giving them a 3-hour bath every day. These are like rituals, they literally. And they live 10-20 years higher than what they live in the wild.
Okay.
So this is a fact. So this is the background. So in this scenario, what's happening? The news breaks out and it goes viral all over. Now Ambani, unwantedly or wantedly, he had generated so much of following now for this Vantara. The reasons are like he's trying to hide something, is what we know.
Okay.
So he is generated so much of publicity. Now it's again going against him because internationally people are also watching that a single person who did such a
largest zoo, right?
zoo, as he claims, and he had the largest wedding in the world, most celebrated, where an airport was created and people came and from the US and they landed there and enjoyed the party and went back. So people seen it, and for a common man, it's abuse of money.
Yeah.
It's literal abuse of money, and a lot of people did not like that extravaganza. We've seen this with Hollywood celebrities and all that, but a common man, a businessman to do such kind of an activity. Second, the propagating or publicizing the Vantara activities, etc. Now these started raising eyebrows, and there's a journalist from Sri Lanka who blew that, saying that there's so much of illegality inside Vantara.
Okay.
The way in which they brought all these foreign animals, which are not covered under the Wildlife Protection Act of India, and the Indian wildlife which they are taken in, like 1,000 crocodiles, 250 leopards, elephants, etc. So there were a lot of questions raised and saying that, blaming them, and Haman was still trying to portray himself as the Gautama Buddha of animal welfare. Now, when it comes to this situation, when this cover was blown, these 33 elephants, how did this happen? So he gave a reason saying that these elephants were timber logging, and they were used for timber logging, and they were suffering. We have rescued them and taken to Vantara, Jamnagar. We have rescued them. This is the story he tried to give. Okay. So then I wrote in my Twitter page, my friend, timber logging stopped in India 30 years ago. Okay, ever since there was no timber logging. These are private and temple elephants which you have brought for a simple reason. You are supporting an animal rights agenda. We'll come to that. Now, before that, I need to tell a story. Now, what's happened is, how did I get connected with elephants? I also call it, either you can call it my destiny or karma, whatever. First thing I come to know is they were taking 3 elephants from our Kanchipuram Shankara to a place called Marakanam near Pondicherry. These elephants, what happens? There are 2-3 different elephants. Wild elephant loading into the truck, you have to sedate them. Otherwise, they'll break the truck and jump off and go.
Okay.
You have to keep them sedated. That's the only way to move because they're not used to it. It's alien territory.
Yeah.
If it's a private elephant, there are elephants whom you show the truck, they'll get in automatically and they don't have the fear. There are temple elephants which came to in Tamil Nadu or probably from Assam or somewhere, some 72 hours journey, and they settled here for last 30 years, never seen a truck after that.
Okay.
So these elephants, you try to mount them in a truck, they will create havoc. So these 3 elephants from Kanchimat refused to get into the truck. And they were always together, 3 females called Jayanti, Indumati and Sandhya, the 3 ladies. 3 ladies, they were always together. The Mahout was a single male man. He died and they were taken care by a female Mahout, his daughter. So these 3 elephants were there. And once they loaded into a truck, they refused to load. So this guy had to beat them up and poke them with the ankush. They started bleeding profusely. And the act what they were doing, they were saying, the Kanchi Sankramat was abusing these elephants. We are rescuing them and taking to a heaven on earth, which is Marakanam. This is what the NGO claimed. So I got a shock. And what happens, they had actually conned the Mahout lady, Annapurni, her name is, that old Mahout's daughter. She and her mother was taking care of the elephant. And they sent her somewhere when they shifted the elephant. And I think she came to know that elephants are loaded and they're on their way, they're moving. She started screaming, calling out the name of Sandhya. Sandhya breaks the truck and jumps out.
Oh.
Falls from the truck, starts bleeding profusely, starts running back to the temple. That shook us. That video is still there on the net. That shook me and shook any animal activist. There's something wrong. See, if the animals were abused by Annapurni and her father and Shankaramadam, why would the elephant want to go back to the same place?
But their claim is they were not allowed to move. They were stocked in one place.
Yes.
That gave them ailment.
Yes.
That's what the claim from the NGO.
This NGO's claim. They say NGO's claim saying that wearing a chain is cruelty. Yeah. You are they have 100 things. All these lives were decimated by me when I rescued these elephants in the judgment. Okay, it is a 57-page judgment. It is all these myths were busted. 2 prime myths I have to tell you. One, what happens in the elephant, when it standing in one place, it starts shaking his head.
Yeah.
Okay, they say it's extremely stressed. Then it will sway. It will move from move its body from standing in the same place, move one tent to another. You see, it's so much of stress. It's not able to take it. That's why. You play good music, then also you'll do this. In fact, there are baby elephants are dancing literally for music.
Okay.
They sway their body. There are 2 reasons. One is good music. Anything they enjoy, even in this Pondicherry, Manakula Vinayagar temple, there was Lakshmi called Lakshmi. She'll also dance when they're playing all Birdangam and all the music and all. So they like music.
Okay.
Second is they sway their body from one end to another. They call it, the first thing they call the animal rights, they call it head bobbing. Head bobbing, for good music also they bob. For body swaying from one end to another end is basically for their blood circulation is what they say, because it's standing the same floor for long hours. Elephants can sleep standing also.
Okay.
Now this also became a recent controversy because I think some IFS officers, IAS officer like Supriya Sahu, then and Prashant, what is his name? Some Vadwan or somebody is there. Very Prakash was some Vadwan, okay, IFS officer. They all say, no, this is abuse. The animals is stress. I am telling you, my friends, you IFS, IAS, stick to your portfolio. Don't come into animal welfare because you guys also don't know what you're talking. They also said, no, it's stress. It is not stress. It's stress relieving actually. So this guy's animal rights, whenever they go to a court, when they want to get a verdict in their favor, they say, okay, no, this is an abuse, this is an abuse. So keeping that aside, so these elephants are literally abused and taken. So that's when I got annoyed. Then I started doing my research. So first thing I come to know, these elephants are being taken out under the pretext of cruelty. They've been subjected to cruelty by Shakra Chanitamath, and some people went and threatened the, I think Periya was there, not the, I think the next Periya.
The second one, yeah.
Second one. So they went and told him, see, you already, I think you are in the Shankaraman case, you have a bad name. We will go and propagate that you are abusing elephants also. It's very bad for you. Give the elephants. He gave the elephants.
Okay.
So they gave it in writing, take it and go, treat it and bring it back. They abused, something like that. So they took the elephant, kept in Marakanam. Then I went to the court. I said, then I filed an RTI with Central Zoo Authority, Ministry of Environment and Forest. Is it illegal? They keeping these elephants. So they replied saying that no, they don't have a clearance from us called 38H, which is not there, so they can't keep it. So next thing what I do, I go to Madras High Court, I knock the door and say I file a petition. And court says, okay, please give us the findings. It's asked the forest department, you submit your report. Forest department has a committee under them. So that committee will give a report. So the committee has given adverse reports about these guys, saying that these elephants were underfed. They're not fed properly.
Okay.
So that they can remove their chains and keep them chain free. So that they can impress the foreigners to take more donations. This is a scam. Okay, this is the report which came out from the forest department. The judges straight away ruled it, saying that these elephants should be taken out from this place, sent it back to forest department. So these elephants moved. This was the first success for me. Okay. So after that, many rescues I have done, including our elephant whisperer, those two elephants, all Oscar-winning elephants also. Both of them, Raghu and Ammukutti, both were saved by me. I would do not us and Sulaiman. My personal interest. So with all these things are there. Then what we do more research, then find out there is a petition in the Supreme Court, writ petition civil 743 of 2014. This petition is filed by the same NGO which took these elephants and abused them.
Okay.
It's called WRRC, Wildlife Rescue Rehabilitation Center. In fact, there's a defamation case pending against me in Karnataka High Court because I got these elephants back as a revenge. It's still on. Okay, so 29th I have a hearing also. So this WRRC is to file the petition in Supreme Court to ban all private and temple elephants, take them to shelters.
Okay.
It is pending till 2014. Who is this WRRC? It's a sister concern of CUPA, Compassion Unlimited and People, something like that, in Bangalore Bay. Who is CUPA? The petitioner in Jallikattu.
Okay.
So you find everything is
connected.
It's all connected. Okay. So all these people are connected to some
mother body.
Some mother body. Now, if you go and find out who's the mother bodies, undoubtedly is Maneka Gandhi.
Oh, Maneka Gandhi. Okay.
No, nobody else but Maneka Gandhi. So all these ladies who are working for elephants, including this WRRC NGO, Suparna Ganguly, whether you take Nandita Krishna, you take Anjali Sharma, you take Gauri Maleki, you take a few others. Okay, one foreigner called Sangeeta Iyer. All of them are given Nari Shakti Puraskar Award so that they can lobby inside India easily or abroad also, whatever. This is one side story. They filed the petition. Another side, they started a sabotage because this petition is not moving as fast as they wanted.
Okay.
Because my petition, I filed it in 2019 for this Kanchimat elephants. And that came out within something like 6 months, I got a verdict. Okay. But here in this case, it's not moving as smoothly as they wanted because there are a lot of resistance from various forest departments, the Purams of the Devasam boards of Kerala temples and Tamil Nadu temples, all of them are resisting. So it's not moving as smoothly as they want. So they started a parallel sabotage. They hired two foreigners. One lady called Bridget Uttar Kornetsky. Okay. She's a German born in Sweden. Okay. She comes to India and makes a film of all Jaipur elephants in the name Where Elephant Sleeps.
Okay.
Okay. That video, that documentary is to show that these elephants are abused to the core and you should not ride elephants, refuse to ride, and they start a campaign. Then they bring in another lady from Canada called Sangeeta Iyer. I call her Sangeeta Crypto Iyer. She comes to India. She makes another documentary called Elephants in Gods in Shackles. Okay. She's actually straight away attacking Lord Ganesha. Okay. Gods in shackles. You know, you have kept Ganesha in shackles. She goes and films 5 elephants out of 500 elephants in Kerala. Some of them out, she gives them money to beat them up and abuse them, and she films them. And she used that as a propaganda media across the world, including the UK Parliament, and she gets certain, resolutions passed in the Parliament saying that if you go to India, you should not ride elephants. The Parliament and the government says if you go to India, don't ride elephants, etc. They do that kind of propaganda. This is an international body. It's almost like a mafia. This is how they are working on. Okay, so this 743 is not moving. So then what they do, this is parallel sabotage, as I said.
All this to push that writ petition.
Not only the petition, the agenda is to ensure that there are no private elephants, no temple elephants. Okay. They are attacking a culture of India. Then we'll talk about animal rights, etc. So these people are there.
So on one side they are fighting legally.
Yeah.
On the other side they are making a social campaign.
So such a negative campaign. Yeah. So it will affect the judges. It will affect the judgment, everything in their favor. So this is the kind of sabotage they were doing. Then parallelly, they work with the local forest department. Tamil Nadu forest department was the exception. They refused to work with them. But Karnataka, Uttar Pradesh, Jharkhand, they all, because of, you had Maneka Gandhi's influence, she could make a phone call and literally threaten the IAS officer, IPS officer. They were succumbed to this, and they used to set up camps, giving them land, forest land, saying that you bring all the elephants from temples, rescue them, you actually confiscate them, steal them, come and keep them here, and you take care of them. Now what happens, to take care of an elephant, you need minimum 1 lakh per elephant.
Okay.
So if you have 10 elephants, per day, per month, per month.
Per month.
Minimum. But these guys are all private, they don't know the knack, so it will cost more than that also. So the Karnataka, they have some 5-6 elephants now. Chennai, Tamil Nadu, I shut it down. Then Mathura guy had some 33-40 elephants. So the Karnataka also, I filed a case in Karnataka saying that this is illegal, should be shut down. It's still on, the case is still on. Then that's going slow because there are a lot of external forces trying to play with that case also. Then there's one on Mathura, the 33 elephants. This guy is Kastik Satyanarayana and his auntie Geeta Seshmani. They are also very close to Maneka Gandhi. So they are running a rescue center there. Now that is also illegal. That doesn't have 38H. So what I did, I poked some finger here. I keep writing complaints and all that. So their FCRA money got blocked for certain time. They were generating huge amount of money. They had a direct connection with the Hollywood, and they used Hollywood celebrities to generate money. See, they confiscate the elephants through court cases. Then the bells, the chains of the elephants, they take it to US and they auction it and make money in that also.
Okay.
Which is illegal because these are case property. Okay.
Yeah, case property.
This is case property. Case property, they auctioning it. So I highlighted everything and I wrote to FCRA department. So they held this money for some time.
Okay.
That's when Madam got angry.
Okay.
Madam said, my goodness, this guy is going after all my rescue centers and these sanctuaries. I call them scamtuaries.
Okay.
She calls them sanctuaries. I call them scamtuaries. So he's going after all these sanctuaries. So I need to, there should be a flash of geniusness. So I should bring in some different kind of, I need to
approach.
Pull another hat and ensure everything is decimated. So that's when the Vantara story happens.
Okay.
The Vantara story, I hear...
Is it a brainchild of Maneka Gandhi?
No, it is not.
No.
See, this guy is an animal lover,
Okay.
Anant Ambani. He basically is an animal lover. Okay, lover now, what? Half-baked lover.
Okay.
That means, for them, the animal rights gang, if a tiger preys on a deer also is cruelty.
Okay.
But the hundreds, thousands, lakhs of people getting bitten by stray dogs in India, that is not cruelty. You have to love the dog and kiss the dog. That's the kind of that's kind of animal lovers. Animal lovers, this is the definition. Okay, they use
Animal. They have right to kill human also.
Their thinking is from the here. They never use the brain. They use it from the love, affection, everything works from the heart, not from the head. So that's the problem. So these guys are like that. So this guy is a good. He want to have a world-class zoo. That was one of his ambition. Could be. And his father also supports him because it's one of his son, probably the younger son, second son, younger son. So he hasn't, he's not very, he has health-wise, so he wants to have something. So father also, mother also supports. Nothing wrong in it. It's your family thing. But the problem starts when first, how did he receive his first elephants? They were known as precious foe.
Okay.
These elephants were, the wildlife SOS, the guy in Mathura, he was targeting to take these elephants from Rambo circus.
Okay.
So what they do, they file false cases, the elephant is abused, it has wound here, it has this here, and what they'll do is they'll bring in Animal Welfare Board of India, which is another rogue entity, okay, which is under the complete control of this foreign NGOs. They bring in Animal Welfare Board, Animal Welfare Board will give a certificate. Yes,
it's a private board, right?
You don't know, it's a government.
Government, but basically
it is a statutory body. It has no power, no teeth at all, but letter pad and 2-3 people sitting, only film certification. You want to make a movie with animals, you have to bribe them 3 lakhs. If you are Mani Ratnam, you have to give 30 lakhs. That is the kind of activity they do. So that organization was used to saying that yes, elephant is abused, or he'll bring in PETA saying that is the elephant abused. He'll also say yes, abused. All the animal rights. For them, they don't want any working animal. That's why they're against Jallikattu, they're against Rekla, Kambala, cockfights, all these they're against because they don't want any exploration. Even eating meat is wrong, wearing leather is wrong, drinking milk is wrong. So they are actually aliens. They should be living in moon. Unfortunately, they're living with us. We still tolerate them. Okay, so that's on the light side.
Yeah.
So where were we?
The precious four.
Yeah, the precious four. The precious four they were gunning. But my friend, who was the owner of Rambo Circus, Mr. Sujit, Sujit Singh, Sujit said, "Buggers, I will not give it to you. You ruined my circus business." They took away all the animals from the circus. So circus normally it's a 300, 400. The big circus, all Gemini and all that, big circus, even Rambo, 300, 400 people, all their livelihood, food, bread and butter, the kids are doing everything depend on that. You shake up such a thing, and then they destroyed circus in India. It used to be one of the, I think India used to be the number of pioneers in circus. They destroyed everything. So he said, "I'm not giving you the elephant. I will send it." He had a friend in Jamnagar refinery of Reliance. He said, "I have a friend there." He said, "I got some space. There's some water body here. I can keep them." No, he sent the elephant. This is the beginning or Kuliyar Suli of what we call in Tamil.
Jamnagar.
Okay, of Jamnagar. So these elephants went there. They were taken care of. Sujit told me they taken care well. I'm happy I didn't give it to them. So fine. That's how she got the idea that I can put in more elephants with him. Then she sells him the idea saying that this is animal rights, this is abuse, this is cruelty. See, captive elephants, you can only keep them chained. It is like how you take a dog for a walk, you have to take him with a chain. Without a chain, it will go, it will kill somebody. The Rottweiler or German, it can attack anybody. Similarly, for their safety and our safety, we keep elephants in chain. This is a science, this is an art. When did India start domesticating elephants? 4,000 years ago. Sangam cultures in Tamil, in Madurai, we used to use them for threshing. We used to use them for threshing, remove the separate paddy and
the husk.
On the husk and the rice.
Harvesting.
Rice, during. We used to use elephants now. So this is a traditional culture, and India is a country which never abused animals. India was very clear in thought. India said these are working animals. These are performing animals, these are pet animals, these are wildlife, and these are livestock. India had very clear demarcation. Guy who consumes non-veg also loves dogs. But according to animal rights, if you love dog, you can't consume goat. That's rubbish. So this is their philosophy. That's where the problem is. So all this was happening. The precious four went there. Then she got the idea. She said, he is the right guy because he is the guy whom Mr. Modi will not oppose.
Okay.
Bottom line is that. See, this is what she's trying to do. She's trying to attack the Hindu culture. Okay, Jallikattu was a Tamil culture. Now she's going next step, Hindu culture. Hindu culture means temple elephants. She doesn't want temple elephants. See, the entire crowd for Kerala Devasam, all these Thrissur Puram, all the festival, it's only because of elephants. Thrissur Puram, there are lakhs and lakhs of people come there. They are all followers of each and every elephant. They know each and every elephant's name, and they have a huge fan following. There's a elephant called Techukottukau Ramachandran. He has killed 12 people so far. He has got only one eye, but he's got the highest fan following in Kerala. They tried to stop him from coming to Thrissur Puram many times. Even the collector wanted to stop, but people rose there, stood like, just like a Jallikattu Poratam. They came and stood, fought, said no, this elephant has to be there. And he still carries that. I think in Tamil Nadu, we probably call it the what do you say, the idol or whatever, the elephant, the god's thing. And he carries it in Kerala. So he is still there. So this is the belief she's trying to attack. And what is BJP's philosophy? We are the saviors of Hinduism. We are Hinduism, Hindu Rashtra. All that goes to the dustbin. So she's trying to do that. So Modi is going to oppose. RSS is going to oppose.
Jamnagar, what is happening there? Yeah.
So all these people are going to oppose. So we start sending them. So Jamnagar, it's split into two. One is Reliance Greens Rescue Rehabilitation Center, Zoo, etc. We call it Reliance Greens. That is the zoo. Then for these elephants alone, they start a trust. There was an earlier trust, I think. They rename it, calling it Radhe Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust.
Oh, okay.
Jai Shri Ram. Jai Shri Ram is covered now. Jai Shri Ram is taken care. Hindus are taken care. Temples are taken care. What shares are? Majority what share has come down now. Everybody thinks he's a savior. See, look at this NGO. It's Radhe Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust. Mahan he is. Okay. So elephant starts going there. I wake up only some elephants are missing. Earlier we were only tracking up to Mathura Wildlife SOS. Is he taking any more elephants? No. But where the elephants are going? Some 20 elephants go missing in in Jaipur.
Jaipur.
So once I realized, so where is it? Then we realized, oh my God, it's all going to Reliance. So I blow the whistle in 2019, saying that Reliance is violating the Reliance in violation of 38H because they had Rambo Circus elephants, 4 of them, without 38H. Now they've taken 100 elephants, even now they don't have 38H, and I have blocked the MOEF and Central Zoo Authority. Central Zoo Authority is the guardian for all captive animals. He is the one who has to give them 38H clearance, and I have been challenging them continuously with RTIs, etc., saying that Reliance, how are you planning to give? Are you planning to give them retrospective? Cannot be given. I've been running a business. I can't run a business for 10 years. And 10th year I go and say register, make it illegal. For 10 years of existence, it's been illegal.
Yeah.
That is illegal till end. So I said, I have been blocking them. So I get calls. So what happens? First Sujit calls.
Your
My Rambo Circus friend. Only, why do you want to? Okay. And I said, no. Wrong. Let him send back all the elephants. I don't have a problem. I will give it up. Otherwise, you know me. He knows me because I fought for circus elephants, circus animals also with the same Maneka Gandhi cabal. So I said, no, I will not give up my fight. You know me. And you also know what kind of results we got in Jallikattu. I was not the person who was like, gathered all the crowd, but I was instrumental. I was one of the guys who exposed the sabotage behind Jallikattu. So that also worked. So we will get back. We will fight, and because initially I was against Jallikattu. I mean, I didn't know all the sabotage which was happening. I have argued in Tandi TV, Sun TV and all, saying that no, Jallikattu shouldn't be there. Then when I understood the sabotage and what they're trying to do, I changed sides. So that's enlightened for me. So I told him, this is what we'll do. We will fight back. So don't. Then first set of ambassadors who land in Chennai. These are people who work for Reliance Security Service. Okay, 2 gentlemen. One is ex-cop, other one is a relative of another cop or something like that. Say, we want to meet you, discuss with you. And initially I agree, can go and say, it's got a lot of these people who want, I do a lot of animal welfare work, right? They see my work and they want to come and donate. So I thought must be somebody, but through pandemic, who's going to come? Savera Hotel they wanted to meet. Because I believe Reliance office is opposite to that. Reliance there's opposite, the security office. So they met there and I said, then I don't know, they were trying to trap me or something, said you come here, we'll give you some cash. I said, I run an NGO, I don't take cash, this is not for my pocket. I have an NGO, you want to give donations, this is the account number, you can deposit it there. Nothing, I don't take anything. I know, you can sense it, no? Somebody is trying to. Then I knew. Then only they opened up saying they are from Reliance.
Okay.
I said nothing doing. You tell your friend Mr. Ambani, I have nothing personal against him, but what he is doing is illegal. He is supporting a huge sabotage, an attack against India. This is treason. Okay, you tell him that. Tell him that I am not going to give up. I will keep raising my noise. Then the story starts. The actual story of Vantara starts. You have any questions?
Still we are the 33 elephants.
Yes.
What happened to them?
The 33 elephants, that's what he said. I am taking them. Yes, they are gone.
But it is highly difficult, no? Without convincing the government, without convincing
which government?
The concerned state government.
Which state government?
The 33 elephant they took.
Reliance is the government.
Okay.
they are above the government. They are above the law. What government are you talking about? Who will question them? You show me one person, including Modi ji, will he question Reliance?
But there are committees to monitor movement of elephant, right?
I'll come when I finish my interview. You will understand how those committees were used.
Okay.
So this is where it all boils down to. Okay. Next is fundamental rights. I think we were talking on the table.
Yeah.
Okay. The Colorado court has said, Colorado Supreme Court has said, animals do not have fundamental rights.
Like human.
Like you can't equate them to human. They are animals. They don't have fundamental rights like human. This
Colorado judgment came on.
I think few days ago.
Yeah, but the same thing was told by Supreme Court in the Jallikattu case, right?
Jallikattu second judgment is all about this, that animals do not have fundamental rights. In India, the constitution looks at an animal from a welfare perspective and not from a rights perspective.
Welfare is different, rights
is different. what is welfare? Wherever the animal is, it should be taken care, it should be treated with dignity. Even in slaughtering an animal, you have to do the right way of slaughtering. You can't just, let it run and shoot and trash it, and you can't do all that. That's and these two rights were vested with the human. One is with the state under Article 48A. This is the responsibility of the state to take care of these animals. And it is also responsibility of the people of the state under Article 51AG to be compassionate towards all living beings,
So,
including
expectation.
animals. Yes, expectation. These are not enforceable.
Yeah, that's what I
These are not enforceable.
You are expected to.
You are expected to. Your state is expected to. That's a welfare perspective. It does not give you rights saying that the elephant, it has rights. Some of the courts are still interpreting them as rights, etc. Even in Kerala, there's a bench which is again and again making the same mistake. Unfortunately, no advocate has gone and told them they don't have fundamental rights. So that's the problem. And similar in stray dog issue, why are we not able to control stray dogs? Is again people are saying that they have fundamental. They don't have fundamental rights. It's my wish whether they should be there or not. I should be able to take care of. If I don't take care of them in the streets, you cannot take care of them in the streets. Put them in a shelter and take care. That's the next remedy. But people are not letting that happen because people are confused. And they confuse the judiciary also. Every high court has been taken for a right saying that fundamental rights are there for animals and they should be given more priority. Or see, you actually you're not increasing the value of the animal. You're actually devaluing human to that level. You're actually doing a nasty thing by saying that animals have fundamental rights. So after that we come. So now that their first mission trying to convince me or to fix me failed. Next thing what they should do is how do we get this 38H license? It's not possible. I think MOEF has told very clearly this bugger's got so many RTIs from us that whenever we gave you a permission for the zoo and for Radhe Krishna, he knows you don't have a license and he's a friend of Sujit. He knows Sujit when Sujit sent those elephants. He knows the entire history. He's 55-year-old old man. So he is going to be a nuisance always and I can't give you 38H because he will blow the whistle and it will become a mess. So how do we legalize an illegal entity?
Okay.
And that's the next step. So the first thing they go to Karnataka High Court.
Okay.
The order date is 6/6/2022. The petition date is writ petition 10688 of 2022. The public interest litigant, there's a public petition filing a petition. He is saying here are no more animals should be sent from Karnataka to Gujarat.
Okay.
Okay, this Radhe Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust should not be sent because Forest Department Karnataka has all the facilities. You keep it here, and they also have kumkis like Tamil Nadu Forest Department. So why you want to send them there? That's the question they ask. And they find a person whose name sounds like me.
Okay. Muralidharan.
Not Muralidharan. Murli. M-U-R-L-Y.
Okay.
The M-U-R-L-Y, I was like shocked because nobody writes as Murali as M-U-R-L-Y. I go and check in the net, what is Murali's surname, where does it come from? It's from US.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Murali MS, no address, nothing given. He's the petitioner. Some advocate is appearing for him. They have argued the case. The State Forest Department and Central Zoo Authority, you asked me where is the statutory authority is. They have come and said, no harm, Gujarat, they're taking care of the... Now Central Zoo Authority is the one who's to give the 38H license.
Yeah.
He is coming and telling the
How
court...
can they do that? They have not given them a license. And how can they recommend to a place where there is no license?
Because God is in the court.
Okay.
Because God is the one who's taking the elephants.
Okay.
It's God taking Lord Ganesha along. So they couldn't stop it. So they said, you can jolly well take it. So the court says, the court has no choice. He has to believe. These are the statutory authorities. One is the local forest department. Other one is Central Zoo Authority.
Both of them have no
Gujarat guy won't have objection. No, none of them have objection. So send the elephants. So that's the first case. This was 2022 case, 10688 of 2022, ordered in 2022.
Same year.
I'll come to that later.
Yeah.
Then next is in Supreme Court. Date is 1/8/2022. SLP, this is an appeal. Whose appeal? Mr. Murali is going to appeal in Supreme Court.
Okay.
Murali is appealing saying the same thing. The same thing which he
because
got.
They got clearance from the Karnataka High Court, right?
No, Murali might be from Reliance, but Murali is against Reliance in this case.
Okay.
He is the one who is saying don't send animals.
Oh.
So the order is in favor of Radhe Krishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust. Send the elephants there. Okay, so Murali is actually opposing it.
Okay.
Now Murali has gone to Supreme Court opposing it again, saying that
Okay. Oh, yeah, I got it.
elephant should be sent. Supreme Court says, no, we are dismissing your petition.
Okay.
So Murali has lost both the side, but R. Radhakrishna has won.
Okay.
Now, then Madras High Court now.
Okay.
Our
It's like villain appointing his own hero to fight against him. Am I right?
we don't know. We don't know
Okay.
because this is all circumstantial. I will talk about that little later.
Okay.
Then comes your Madras High Court. Madras High Court from Madras, this is to pandemic. Number Whitaker, who our gentleman who runs the Crocodile Park, Crocodile Bank, he goes bankrupt because there's no funds coming in, no gate collection. So he doesn't know how to feed the crocodile. He is stupid because he did not do proper management. There are 2,000 crocodiles just multiplied, procreating, for all these years of 40 years. And he did bankrupt, he didn't know what to do. So he decided to donate 1,000 crocodiles to Reliance. Or Reliance came and asked him, I'll save you, you give me 1,000. 1,000 crocodiles were packed here and put in wooden boxes and sent. Okay. Then here one Mr. Vishwanath. Okay. Vishwanath, then we try to track down who's Mr. Vishwanath, and somebody tells me he's a clerk in some advocate's office.
Okay.
So he files a case saying that no, this crocodile should not be sent. Should not be sent. And this is going to, I think, to Reliance, not Radhakrishna. This is going to Reliance. Reliance Zoo. Okay. So again, Forest Department says, I have no objection. This guy, I don't know what to do with. So it's a mess of Tamil Nadu Forest Department. This is actually their mess.
Okay.
Letting him breed so many, crocodiles. Okay. It's dangerous also. Where will you go put them? Because already all our marshlands and our rivers also filled with crocodiles.
Yeah.
We have down south, Tanjavur, we have a problem with crocodile. So these guys say, okay, happily take it. Center says no problem, and Gujarat says no. Gujarat, they don't even ask. Okay, because I'll tell you, because I file an RTI. Gujarat, how many elephants are coming? What are theirs? They all have microchips, elephants. Okay, they started in 70s, I think, or 80s. So what are the microchip number? Who's the owner, etc. So these guys say,
we don't have idea.
no, it's confidential information. We can't give it to you without the consent of the NGO.
NGO.
What said what? NGO is taking in 200 elephants, and you telling me that you do without his consent. Who is he? Is he God? So he is God. At the end of the day, he is God. But we know that. But he says, then I go on I go on appeal, first appeal in same RTI. No, second appeal is Information Commissioner. I write to the information. Full promptly, we will be heard on this so and so date. Please be present. I said, where's the video conferencing link? Because from Chennai, I can't go to Gujarat.
Okay.
Without me, he hears the case and passes a judgment saying that nothing wrong, the Forest Department did the right thing, not giving me the information.
Okay.
I said, thank you very much. This is expected from Gujarat, nothing more, because, it's a backward state.
Yeah.
Educationally, intellectually backward state for us. So it's like, chalo,
Okay.
we pardon you. Because you send a RTI, they were English RTI, they reply in Gujarati. They'll reply in Gujarati. Okay. Thank God we have Google Lens. Otherwise, what will happen? This kind of absurdity. So
coming back to crocodile case.
So crocodile, all the 1,000 are gone. Okay. And then we come to our next court is again Supreme Court. Here, writ petition 540.
For the same crocodile or for some
No, this is some other case.
Okay.
See, all these cases are foisted against Reliance. Targeting either Reliance Zoo or Reliance Radhakrishna Temple Elephant Welfare Trust. So this is Supreme Court case, writ petition 547 of 2022. Here, don't move any animals. The petitioner name is Kanya Kumar.
Okay.
Some Kanya Kumar is coming and filing against Central Zoo Authority. Is the thing, a respondent, and they say Gujarat Forest Department, probably another respondent, say no problem, send them. Once they vouch, see, court needs some kind of guidance from the statutory boards, statutory authorities. Okay, they need to come and say no problem, this can be sent. No, they have no choice but to send them. So that's what they do. They say okay, send it. So 547 is also in their favor. Next is they go to Gujarat High Court. There is Halar Utkarsh Samiti, some NGO. They are filing saying that there are so many animals are coming into Gujarat. Okay, all please restrict it. These are foreign animals, etc. All coming into Gujarat, please restrict it. There also same story in favor of Reliance. Next, they go to Tripura High Court. Tripura High Court is what very interesting thing happens. There also the movement of elephants. No. This in again 2022. Don't. See, my thing is 2019 I exposed. 2020, 21 they tried to contact me. 22 all these cases are happening. 2022 on the dot, they all these cases across India are happening. Okay, so we know, see, we understand how court works. We know how these NGOs crookedness are, what and all they'll do. When you have one case, All you have to do is just Google and say, what is the news about elephants in other states? We have some Google search system. I get input every day on an email. What are the elephant newses across India? What are dog news? This you can get, no rocket science. So we come to know these cases are happening. Tripura case, again same. So one lady called Sudipta Nath, she's I think the advocate. She herself files, I think, probably, she said, why you put a petition on my name? I am filing myself, something like that.
Trouble our
Well, trouble, something like that. So she files a case and says, again, elephants are being sent from northeast. All this should stop. It's going to Gujarat. Tripura gets, no, they're doing a great, fantastic job. It's what we come to know. They have come and argued. So we're going to send all the elephants. We will not stop here. We will appoint a high power committee. A high power committee will be headed by a Supreme Court judge, retired Supreme Court judge, and it will have Inspector General of Forest, Inspector General of Wildlife, Inspector General and the Central Zoo Authority, Project Elephant and Animal Welfare Board. They put everybody in that thing, saying that this committee will decide hereafter if there are any animal to be rescued anywhere in the northeast or an elephant to be rescued, all of them can get packed and go to Gujarat or no. They'll decide.
Okay.
So now this is like a blanket permit. You don't have to go to court. You don't need anybody's permission. The high power committee, where is it sitting? In Delhi. Any one of them know about elephants or any other animal? No. These are all officials. They are not field staff. They have nothing. They have no idea how an elephant eats or breathes or sleeps. These guys are taking decisions for the wealth of the nation. The elephants are the wealth of the nation. Sure. And these guys are taking decisions on that. This has been happening. Okay. Next. Then we go to Gauhati. That is in again 2023. So slowly 2022, 23. Bill number 6, 23. Again not to transfer animals. Here it's called Kathu Mani. Kathu Mani Kakati, one guy. Probably South Indian, I guess. So he's also filing it and saying, no, this should not go. Now so far so good.
Okay.
Now what has happened? First Murali filed it in Bangalore.
US Murali or you?
Murali, US Murali. Murali MS. So he filed it in Bangalore. Then he went to Supreme Court. He lost the case. Now he has a doubt. Now Tirupura High Court has formed a high power committee. There's no connection between the cases.
That's true.
There's no connection between anything. So he says, Tirupura High Court has formed a committee. Is this committee valid only for Northeast?
Okay.
He files another miscellaneous petition in the same disposed petition, that SLP. The SLP was dismissed. He goes and files a miscellaneous petition, MA 231 of 2023. And he also files an additional IA 320484 of 2023 and says, please clarify, is this entity only for Northeast? Supreme Court was going into the details saying that, why only for Northeast? We'll make it pan-India. This is anybody in India. This is the biggest loophole. You know why all this were done?
It looks like they have meticulously worked on one goal, right?
One goal. Parallelly, they have covered all their tracks.
Yeah, that's what.
Now, what were the tracks? Earlier, some turtles were caught in Madras airport. What will happen? They will keep the turtle, feed them in probably in Aranjanana Zoo for a day or two. Then they put it in the next flight, goes back to the same destination.
Yeah.
Now, any port which receives or catches any wildlife or exotic animal goes to Reliance directly.
Okay.
Thanks to the High Power Committee, Pan-India powers. So, they've been doing that even before the High Power Committee was there.
Okay.
They were doing it from 2016, 17, 18, 19. They've been accumulating these animals. So, they legalized it by that. Then they also brought in a Wildlife Protection Act. They brought in an amendment for transportation of elephants. In 2022, I think 23 it came out. What is that for? My friends in Kerala said, see, I can get elephants from Assam now. Now the government has given permission. I said, it's not for you. This is for elephants to go to Reliance, not to you. And that amendment was done in Wildlife Protection Act, Section 43, to move elephants from anywhere from India to Reliance. So this is how.
How can the judgment or the rule can be applicable only to Reliance? It is applicable to everyone. Right?
It's applicable for everyone. But you don't get to buy elephants. He's buying all the elephants. See, buying elephants is legal. Yeah. You can only take an elephant when the owner says, I am not able to upkeep. If the elephant has become old, I am not earning money out of it, please take it and go. He has to give a transfer. It's like it's only in a deed. He can do a transfer deed to you saying that I am gifting it to you. It's a gift deed actually. That's the only way you can transfer. Here what's happening, he signs a gift deed, money gets transferred, per 10 lakh or something. They actually initially they corner. They have the animal rights gang. They will go and corner. In Madurai, they were trying to take an elephant called Saraswati, which I stopped it through Madras High Court. Saraswati was ailing. She is about to die, and they wanted to transfer her from Madurai to Gujarat in a truck. That would have taken so many hours. The elephant would have died on the truck.
Yeah.
I stopped it. Next week, the elephant anyway died here. So this is the kind of absolute, what do you say, bizarreness which is happening in this thing is concerned. So everything is, see,
Like coming back to that Supreme Court judgment on Pan India
yes,
committee.
yeah.
After that, what happened?
So that committee is still there.
But my only thing, what would it is beyond passion? What is there for Reliance to gather so many animals?
Exactly. So that is, no. One is, see, that's crazy. That's absolutely madness.
Is there a money behind it?
No, I don't think so. They're not opened it up for public yet because they're scared. Now they're stuck. Now people are raising questions. Once you open it up, people will ask, why do you have 250 leopards? There are not 250 leopards in Indian jungle. There could be much more, but 250 is a huge number. What are you doing with them? Are you doing some kind of DNA research? You need only 3 or 4. Why do you need 250? Why do you need 200 plus elephants? Why do you need 1,000 crocodiles? Is the guy really sane or not? That's the question this is abuse of power, abuse of money. See, Hindenburg had to sit in US and do the research to point it out at Adani. Nobody believed, they're still defending him. Then the US courts took over. What did they say? This guy has corrupted so and so states in India, including Tamil Nadu. Okay. Why did they get into that? Because his shares are listed in the stock exchange. That's a violation. So when your shares are listed, you are doing some kind of illegal trading. You are in an illegal business. When you do an illegal business, you can't have your shares in the public domain. You are risking everybody's money, people's money there. So he is accountable. So that's how. And Hindenburg had to sit somewhere else, and they had to wind up also now because of international pressure or whatever the pressure. But they still pointed out he's at fault in the beginning. Okay. But here we are doing a Hindenburg sitting in Chennai. Okay, and I just pray to God, this information goes out to everybody, reaches out to all international media, international people. That's the reason, I want to do this in English.
No, you told me that there are documentaries made on the Jamnagar Zoo, also became very negatively popular in US.
Yes, it became negatively popular because it was completely showcasing so many animals taken care well. They have a fantastic, hospital, etc. That they kept showing this, saying that they're doing a fantastic job, etc. But people are, end of the day, like
how a foreign animal can adapt to Gujarat climate?
Some of them, they are keeping them in air conditions.
Sure.
They have white tigers. They have so many tigers. They have white tigers.
They have air conditioned the entire
obviously
cage.
They can't do it. No, otherwise, if it's let's say from Alaska, let's say bear, one of those white polar bear. So you can't keep them in a normal. So they've done it. So my question is, what if tomorrow Reliance goes bankrupt? Let's say there's nobody to take care. What
happens if there's an earthquake?
This earthquake or a tsunami, it's in the shore. Tsunami, what will happen? Why is the government being so stupid? I used to be an admirer of Modi. Now I'm not, sir, because you are at fault. You have let two monsters destroy India's reputation across the world. One is Adani, next is Ambani. One guy is like at least making wealth for himself. He can greedy. What's wrong with the other guy? Why is he taking that too? He is destroying your Hindu culture. And you claim to protect Hindu dharma and culture. I want to ask like people like Yogi, who are like so fanatic about Hinduism. People like Nadda, Rajnath Singh, Amit Shah. What are you guys talking about? Let's ask Mohan Bhagat sitting in Nagpur. What are you doing? Is this dharma? Is this Sanatana dharma? Is this what you propagate? Everything falls flat. See, another thing I would like to say is, right now they have something like 240 elephants is what they claim. We know 40 plus have died, 40 or 50 have died
already.
Obviously, see, some of them are ailing.
In the Radhe Krishna thing?
Radhe Krishna thing. Okay. How many elephants is he showing in his video? Not more than 5. And he's showing, see, he's having a beautiful life. That is, elephant is around 60, 70 years or 80 years. She can't even move. So obviously she'll be, without change, she'll be free. She'll be happy only. So he's showing those kind of elephants. See, this elephant having a jacuzzi bath without a chain. Okay. You can't have. You take 10 tuskers from Delhi, from this thing, Kerala. Okay, we have some tuskers. I'll pick out those tuskers and give it to you. You take them to Jamnagar, keep them one day without chains. Because 99% of the elephants there are females.
Okay.
All the domestic animals, like your temples and private, female elephants are easy to manage. Okay, they don't have musk and they don't behave rash. So very easy to manage. So 99% of the thing. You take 10 tuskers and put them there, and you show me how they are happily roaming around in your sanctuary, scamtuary. They will destroy this sanctuary. They will destroy.
What do you expect from them? What do you exactly want?
Exactly. That's a fantastic question. See, forest departments don't have money. India. That's the biggest worry. They don't have medical wherewithal, they don't have the surgeons, they don't have the facilities to treat any wildlife. Yesterday only, I think Valpare, Zakaria went and treated. These Sri Lankans are doing it. Okay? These rescues, Sri Lankans are doing it for ages now. We only started now. Thailand, they fix prosthetic limbs for the elephants. They are doing artificial insemination on elephants.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They will make the elephant stand, sedated.
They will start IVF hospital also.
They're operating and they're opening the stomach and removing a 7 kg gallbladder stone.
Oh, okay.
These are Thailand doctors. They have only 3,000 elephants. We have 30,000. So isn't it not shameful? So, Mr. Ambani, you want to be a kind man. You want to be a generous man. You are the savior of Indian wildlife. You should have set up these hospitals in every forest department in every state. That is exactly what you should have done to really protect these animals, take care of these animals. You create these sanctuaries in all these states. And even now it's not clear.
Tamil Nadu, we have
we have better camp. We have better camp.
Rejuvenation camp,
because of politics and government, it's going to dogs. But we still have one of the best mahouts, best caretakers. We still have. We have 3 or 4 camps we have. And these are all government forest department run. This needs to be enhanced. Those people need money. Give them the money and make them state of the art. You want to create, people, tourism spots like etc. You want to exhibit elephants, keep it and show it. Nobody is saying no. But what you are trying to do is you're working for an agenda. The agenda is to remove all domestic elephants from India and shove it in Jamnagar. In Assam, as I said, not all of them are private and domesticated elephants. They are all wild, semi-wild elephants. You are buying them. You're like an idiot. You're paying money. I know where you're buying from. I know who's your agent. Okay, I know who's the agent. The same agent used to supply elephants to Kerala and Tamil Nadu earlier. Now that guy, there's a guy in Pondicherry, friend of mine. He has paid close to 90 lakhs for a mother and a calf, and waiting for last 3 years. Supply is not coming because this guy is buying everything to Jamnagar. And this guy wants to keep them in a temple. The Lakshmi elephant which died in Vanakula Vinayagar, which actually a sabotage again, animal rights, they killed her. So they want to replace that elephant. He is sitting 90 lakhs, he is paid advance and waiting. And Tiruvannamalai temple is paid advance and waiting. There are a lot of temples in Tamil Nadu paid advance and waiting, where this man has a blanket permit to smuggle everything to Gujarat. This is not right. This is not fair play. This is not equality of justice. This is dictatorial, draconian way of taking forward.
He cannot try to own the entire wildlife of India, right?
That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to do.
So
and
the
craziest thing is, how can Modi ji allow this? Already Adani is getting all kind of passion for that guy, not for you. You are supposed to be Prime Minister of the country. You're supposed to take a decision, sir. You need to deliver justice to the people. I mean, you portray yourself as you work for 18 hours, you sacrificed your life, you don't have a family, everything is India. You're destroying India here. You're destroying India here. This is my point.
Thanks a lot, Murali.
Thank you very much.